King Hefner, the beautiful Cali Sun, and the beautiful Saima Renee Uzumaki. And we're back again for another show. And the title of this episode is Pyramids Underwater. Pyramids Underwater. And what do I mean by that? We'll get to that right about now. Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's your boy, J. King Hefner, the beautiful Cali Sun, and the beautiful Saima Renee Uzumaki coming at you guys on a Saturday. I hope everybody is doing amazing today. We definitely praying blessings over all of your lives, hoping that today is an amazing day for you. Keep your heads up no matter what may be going on, because I already know all of us, we have regular lives, but guess what? We can't let the ups and downs of life dictate our attitude. If that's the case, we're gonna be up and down on this roller coaster 24/7. So let's choose to stay happy, baby. So with all that said, I'm glad you're here. If you're tuning in later at any point, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I definitely want to say, first off, welcome to the Dog King Army. I appreciate all my inner supporters. I appreciate all of my supporters. But I definitely list off my Dog King Army: Carol Rush, Sheila Bell, Kevin Gray, Tom Tuttle, Blue CCG, Heavy Metal Maltese, and DAS. So those guys have been having my back, and so I appreciate you. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I said Carol, Sheila, Kevin, Tom Tuttle, Blue CCG, and DAS, Heavy Metal Maltese. My guy, Heavy Metal Maltese. So those are the 7 that's behind me right now. But everybody else, I appreciate you as well. I want to give a special shout out to 2 people that's in the Dog King Army. That's DAS and my girl Carol Rush, who actually donated behind the scenes via PayPal. And you can do that via PayPal or Cash App if you go on my YouTube under the About section, or anytime during a live, you can do a super chat, a super sticker, or on a personal video, you can do a super thanks. But with all that out the way, happy to be here. And man, as you can see, the name of this show is Pyramids Underwater. Pyramids Underwater. But it's so much going on around this pyramid stuff, as far as just other potential shows and all type of stuff just going on in my peripheral. And so I'm thinking about actually, talking about this, and I may actually have to do another stream later to split things up, because it's all type of crap going on. And I actually sort of want to talk about the little fun that's happening on Twitter right now, because people are actually sort of reacting to this tweet that I made on Twitter. So I might actually cover that as well. But the subject of today's show is pyramids underwater. Pyramids underwater, because I sort of brought this subject up before, and a few of my viewers was like, I've never heard about pyramids underwater. And, you just assume that people see everything you do, but that's just not the case. But they've done documentaries on actual pyramids being under the ocean. But before I even get into that, I'm going to check my I'm going to say my good mornings and check my comments, but I'm going to set it up. The funny thing about this pyramid underwater thing is, long before I saw this documentary, I used to have these discussions with my brother and things of that nature. And I used to, because I love knowledge, and I know that man is so naive in thinking they know it all. And I was just thinking about history one day, and I was telling my brother, I said, you know what, bro? I said, we're not even living on the same land that people were living on back in the day. I say, he said, what do you mean by that? I said, well, you know what I think? I said, I think a lot of the land that we see today was under the ocean at one point. I say, because even when I read about stories in the Bibles and things, or even when I hear about fables and fairy tales, I say, you know what? I believe some of the things, the reason why we can't find them is because they're probably under the ocean. I said, at some point, I believe what we see now was under the ocean. I said, I even go back to the Bible story of Noah and the lost, Noah's Ark. If you think about that story, it said the whole earth got flooded, and the water was like, I forgot, so many feet over the highest mountaintop. So water was basically way over the highest mountaintop. So as water settles back down, it's only right to think that, hey man, some places are going to be covered that wasn't covered. Some places might be exposed that weren't exposed, because you just never know what type of pole shifting was going along with some of these Bible stories or old tales we've heard about. You just don't know. So I'm not trying to act like I can explain it, but I just feel like, you know what? I believe that what the land we're seeing now wasn't always above water. So this is just a conversation from way back in the day that me and him used to have. And I was convinced of this because I was just thinking about the golden fleece, the mystery of the golden fleece and all these things. I've just thought about all type of stuff where you just think about, man, maybe the reason we can't find all this stuff is because some of this stuff, not all of it, but some of this stuff is under the ocean now. So fast forward, years later, when I started running across these documentaries and other people talking about it, it was like a eureka moment, because I was like, man, I was always talking about this crap. And the whole basis of it is we've been taught one line of history our whole lives. Basically, we've been taught one line of history our whole lives. And it's based off of what we can see above land. It has no basis in what lies underneath the ocean. So they try to tell us the whole timeline of humanity by what's above the ocean. They pretty much do that. Because when they start telling us history of man, you never even hear mention of pyramids and things of that nature that are underwater. They just talk about what's above water. And I honestly, like you say, didn't hear about the actual pyramids until some years ago. So with all that said, it basically gave validation to my thoughts of old. Because during these documentaries, I remember the guys, they were basically saying what I thought. They said, you know what? The reason why people don't want to really validate these pyramids right now is because it's going to mean they're going to have to rewrite history. It's going to mean that the history we know isn't accurate. So that's why, even after they've been discovered, they're still not pushed in any educational system, because they understand that that means that the timeline that they thought we were on is incorrect. You don't know what, once again, while we're trying to find the mysteries of the universe, for one, that's too big for us, the mysteries of the universe. But hell, we haven't even figured out the mysteries of the earth. So that's enough of the setup. I'm going to come to the comments, see what you guys are talking about. Good morning again to everybody that's here. Glad you're here, man. Just having a little fun today. Let's see. And like I say, Saturdays is the day that we start delving into all type of different things that we just have an interest in. You see Catalin jump back up. She's been laying down for like 3-4 days straight. But you know, she's gonna kick it with Saima today, and I'm thinking Saima may take a rest for a day or so. Kevin Gray, Dog King Army team member, check it in first. He said this seems like he said this seems interesting. Can't wait. I'm glad you were here, Kevin. Carol says, hey, Jay and girls, hail to the Dog King Army. Yay, Carol. Most definitely. Another Dog King Army team member checking in. Appreciate you. Johnny K, what up? He says, hey, Jay and ladies, how's it going? Boy, it's going great, y'all. Val says, yo. Grace says, Army representing today. You know it, brother. You know it. I'm glad you're in the house. Val says, new song. Man, it's funny that you mentioned that, Val. I was working on it all night because I got it committed to memory. And then I'm thinking about the production and all this. I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. You know, I'm not going to say anything negative. Like I always tell you, I get it done. I want to get it done by Wednesday. But I say this. It's not going to be like it's going to be more like my last song, which I sort of took even more pride in my last song. I'm like, you know what? I want to make sure it's out when it's up to my standards to, you know, as far as I can control it. So with this song, hey, if I have to push it back to make it right, I will. But man, I love this song. I love this song right here, man. I promise you. This one good for me. I love it. Val says, do you ever have the dogs play with each other? Nah, I don't even, like I say, I don't know what you mean by that, Val. I don't know if you mean any like some imaginary sexual play, but we don't even delve into the I don't even delve into any type of sexual area with these girls as far as like putting them on each other and stuff. I see dog owners do it all the time on Instagram where they have their girls touching each other like, ooh, they're getting frisky today. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just really don't play into that particular fantasy. And mainly because I don't got the girl on girl fantasies. That's for one. For two, once again, me and my girls we're not in that sexual realm. You know, this is what I do with them right now. So I don't have them all over each other or anything like that. Johnny K says, I've been coming on Brittany Venti live streams, trying to get her to come on the show. Others in her chat want to see it too. That's great. Johnny, I came in there, you know, that time doing the hunting. I came in there trying to ramp her, you know, not ramp her, but I tried to get her attention. And I know she saw it. So that made me laugh in and of itself. And like I say, honestly, here's the deal. If Venti does not say anything negative about you, like it's almost a compliment. So when she saw my name, she could have easily said, get your ass out of here. Because I know Venti. But she saw it and was like, okay, I ain't going to say nothing. And so I said, you know what? I take that as a compliment, Venti. It just means she in love with me like Phantom. I understand. She's just in love. Well, Carol. She said, we here. Let's go. Yay. I'm glad everybody here. Like I say, man, the subject of today's show is a pyramids underwater. Man, and the truth is, it's so much on Venti. Venti has basically thrown a damn monkey wrench in my plans once again. Because it's always, look, man, I don't know how the hell this damn Venti did it, but she didn't infiltrated my brainwaves to a certain degree because the girl is just interesting. She makes me laugh. And even my girls, we all laugh at old Venti. But I had already been doing my regular research on her, and I had a little something on her. And so I said, yeah, I'm gonna do a little Venti report today. But she's the gift that always keeps giving. So even after I planned on doing a little show, she was throwing out other little tweets here and there. And I said, look at them, Venti. I say, I ain't got to worry about running out of a Venti report anytime soon. But damn it, man. She makes me so sick because right before I think I actually woke up this morning, I ended up running across some more Venti information. And I said, it's too much to even talk about. I'm going to have to probably do another live stream today. So I ain't going to do a Venti report. I'm just going to hold off and probably just have to do a whole another damn show. So if you guys are bored later, waiting on some events to happen, guess what? You can always check back in and probably see me back on after we get through talking about this, because I didn't want to bump this subject, because I said, man, I want to talk about this. I've been waiting to talk about this. And hold on, I want to just check out some. Okay. Yes, I've been waiting to actually talk about this, so I didn't want to bump this off of the schedule. Val says, what's your favorite Bible story? Man, that's a very good question. Man, it's so many. It's sort of hard to choose. I'm gonna be honest, especially the more I learn about this the guy named David. He's done so much that just really blows my mind. But man, I don't really know. It's so many good ones, man. I tell you what though, my hero of the Bible has always been John the Baptist. You know what, man? It has always been, because he was, to me, underappreciated, and he did some of the dirty work and things of that nature. And man, at the end of the day, he got it. They beheaded him. Even though the guy that beheaded him knew that he was a good man. But I think it was John the Baptist that really his story always intrigues me, because his story made me think of just God in a bigger way, because I was just like, man, just about how he believed in Jesus before he was even there, and he was out there, preaching the word of God before Jesus even arrived on the scene. And I just thought that was just a powerful message, and knowing that he was putting his life in danger. But man, it's so many, man. It's so many. I can't that was a great question. I might have to think about that and come back to you. I don't want to start the show too long. Val says also Exodus, the Red Sea split in half and then crashed back on the Egyptians. Oh yeah, most definitely. The Red Sea was big time. But man, because I thought about that when you brought that up, but I was like, man, I don't know. I really still don't know what I would choose. Edmund says it probably wasn't. What did he say? Mike TV, I'm glad you're here. I got to say something to you. Oh, hold on. Okay, I must have missed something. Val Snitcher says Johnny. Hold on. What did Johnny K say? Oh, Val says I've been doing the same thing with Sheila Aliens. Okay, so he been mentioning her, mentioning me over there. Cool. Johnny K says like the lost city of Atlantis, most definitely. Yes, Johnny, we getting into it. I'm gonna get into it in just a second. Edmund Dante says it probably wasn't a global flood, just the known world. Hey, Edmund Dantes, once again, we don't know. That's the thing. It could have been a global flood. We can say it probably wasn't, but actually in the Bible, like I say, it doesn't discriminate. It just says that it was a flood over the highest mountain. So once again, our human mind, and I'm not saying you're wrong. You could be right. I'm just saying our human mind always sort of tries to bring it back down to our understanding. Oh, no, man. It couldn't have been the whole world that was flooded. Oh, it could have been. Oh, it very well could have been. Oh, here goes Mike TV, because I want to say something to Mike. Mike says, hey, Jay, truth. World water levels have risen 400 feet since the end of the ice age. 90% of people near a coast. So you think about how many civilizations have been drowned in the past. 8,000, 12,000 years. Look, man, I'm glad you said that. But I do want to say something about Mike. I'm so glad you're here, because I was thinking, I said, I hope you come here. Even what Edmund just says. But I have this show, we debate, we talk, things of that nature. And like I say, human mind, sometimes, man, when you see stuff, you still want to explain it away, because you want to make sense out of it with your human mind. But Mike from the one of my last streams when he commented on the Brittany Vintage stream about, he didn't think it was supernatural. And I accepted it. I said, hey, guess what? You don't have to believe it. I feel like it is, but I respect you for not believing it at the time. I don't know what he believes now, but I'm saying for not believing it or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you, it was so funny because how the human mind works. Because after the thing, my human mind kept on saying, let's just keep investigating this, to see, hey, is this just a coincidence? What really happened here on this video? Because, I was trying to take Mike's side and be like, okay, let's just see what happened. And man, after I kept looking and kept looking and kept looking, man, it finally started, something in my mind was like, man, could it have happened like this? Could it have happened like that? But at the end of the day, I still respect that point of view, Mike. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you what came back to me, Mike. At the end of the day, what came back to me was, once again, just the physics of things. How long that door had been sitting like that. Nothing had happened to that degree. Then for it to close all the way till it made the latching sound. And you know what? I just started thinking like, you know what, man? I remember, I don't know where I read it, or my mom or somebody told me about something about, man, think back to your first feeling. What did you feel? And that's what I always go back to, when you can't make sense of things. Because I was like, you know what? Even looking at that video, I said, I still can't make sense of this. This ain't right. Something ain't right here. But it was a little voice sort of, and I already know where the voice came from. The little voice came in the back of my head. It said, hey, bro, believe what you felt when you saw it. So I'll never forget, man, when I seen it, my stomach balled up. And I didn't never feel right the rest of the night. That's why I said, you know what? No, I could see how the human mind, we could try to say something might have happened here. But just for me, not for anybody else, but just for me, I said, nah, Jay, I think we're going to go ahead and go with our first inclination. something went right on this video. But even after I came to that thing about my final conclusion, I was still so thankful for Mike. Still so thankful for anybody that speaks the other side. It's cool to hear both sides of the tables, man. Because like you said, you're going to have people that be like, you know what, I think I'm on this side. You got people that be like, you know what, I think I'm on this side. But at the end of the day, it's just good to have the discussion. So even on that, I just thought that was funny because after Mike had said it, I said, look, it made me go back and just like, man, what? And it was funny, man. It was funny. But Val said, this stuff sounds like a conversation for you to have with John Malin. I don't know. I ain't never heard John talk on this type of level. Not saying he wouldn't, but I've never really heard John talk on anything like this. Blend says, Dog King Army unite. Yeah, Doc Blend, I want you in the army, Doc. Even though you in the family, I want you in the army. Tree Goblin says, hello, Jay. What up, Tree Goblin? Jabez. He says, getting there, coach. Johnny K says, smash that like button to show some love and support for the Dog King. Oh, I appreciate you, Johnny. And he's right. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love you to hit the subscription button. So now let me get back into the meat of the show, guys. And we're going to probably dwell off and have just a little bit of fun before my next stream. But, oh, hold on. I got a few mentions before I get into the meat. Hold on. Beautiful. I did want to share that with you guys. A lot of times I don't really eat before the show. I'm not a big morning eater anyway, but I do feel a little bit more strengthened when I at least nibble on something. So this morning I said, you know what? I might end up doing 2 live streams today. So I might need to at least nibble on a little something this morning. So this morning I'm going to show you guys what I was nibbling on. Here you go, guys. Check it out. Hey, guys. This is Jimmy Dean, breakfast burrito that I say reminds me of a Mexican breakfast burrito, and it's pretty good. Pretty damn good. You gotta check it out, man. Okay, guys. Now, I didn't tell you, even though I said it in the video, but ever since my car's been down, which, man, I found out that I said, you know what? They haven't called me back about my car. Let me check on it. So I called about my car, and they're telling me it's going to be at least a week before I see my car again. So, man, the only thing I'm sad about was God. He knows the plan, so I'm gonna be okay. But me and my girls can't go on any adventures. I wanted to go see Top Gun, and it was something else. Oh man, I didn't even know National Donut Day was yesterday. We would have went and got donuts. So, hey, guess what? We're missing out on some adventures, but everything serves its plan. So we're gonna stay in faith. But I want to let you know that's why you haven't seen any adventure videos. We do not have any transportation right now, but that's fine. Since I haven't had transportation, my family, they'll come over here and bring me stuff. Sometimes I travel on a bike a lot, but they'll bring me food and things of that nature. And my auntie brought me those Jimmy Dean breakfast burritos. Now, I'm a bacon guy. I always go for things that have bacon in it. But I would say that breakfast burrito is pretty good. It's in its sausage. It has the right mix of sausage and eggs and cheese. It's really good. And I really only shared that with you guys for one reason. I'm a fan of Mexican breakfast burritos to the max. I'm talking about, I used to have a friend I worked with, and man, his wife used to make the best breakfast burritos you ever want to see or taste. Believe me, I'm talking about, I used to be like, you know what, bro? I would marry your wife just based off of that burrito. She was a nice looking woman, but forget that. I told him, and I'm not trying to say make moves on his wife, but this is a joke me and him had together. But I told him, I said, hey, brother, just based off that burrito, she marriage worthy because it was so good. But I've eaten other Mexican breakfast burritos, and for me, they are, if you're not eating an American pancake, eggs and bacon and things of that nature, if you're not eating that type of breakfast, man, it ain't nothing like a Mexican breakfast burrito. And even right now, like I say, my companion dogs ain't going nowhere. But if somebody even wanted to punch his chance, it'll be one of these Hispanic ladies who can make one of these, because you don't have to be from Mexico, but just from the Latin culture, Hispanic culture. If you know how to make a damn good breakfast burrito, look, you might not move the girls, but damn it, hey, look, you're going to be able to make a space in here somewhere because them things are irresistible. And so it brings me all back to the video of, that's not a Mexican breakfast burrito, but it's pretty good for a little generic video, a little generic burrito. So I ate that little piece, and we're going to put our work in, and we said that we're going to try to finish it when we get done. So let me see. Okay. I'm going to get into that other update a little bit later. I just want to see where we were. All right. So now, back to the meat of the show, which is Pyramids Underwater. Like I said before, I had talked to my brother about the world being upside down back in the day. And I think we don't know our true history. And somebody mentioned it about Atlantis. And even Atlantis, I was thinking about, you know what, man? Before I even saw the things on the pyramids, I was like, man, you know what? It's probably, some semblance of an Atlantis under the ocean. We just can't get there. And that's the thing that frustrates me. We keep trying to get 1 million light years away from Earth, and we can't even get to the very depths of the ocean. We can't travel down there. We haven't made any, to our knowledge, we haven't made any ships to where we can actually get to the very depths and be down there ourselves to comb the ocean. Because I think they said only 2 to 3% of the ocean has actually been searched. The rest of it you can't get to. What? Just imagine what we don't know. Just imagine what we don't know. If only 2% has been able to be searched. That's crazy. So with all that said, I saw this documentary, like you say, a while back on pyramids underwater. And when I saw it, I said, oh, so this is beginning to bring a few things to light. And I'm gonna we're gonna share a few of those right now. And we're gonna go into a little bit deeper talk here. I'm gonna interact with you guys about the whole topic. Because when you think about it, man, it's truthfully crazy. It really is, because think about how long they've had to be underwater. First of all, you got to think about that. So they were, we wonder about things like we wondered about things like our pyramids that's above water. Man, how long have they been here? Who built them? This, that, and this. Look how they're lined up. Well, guess what? We got pyramids. I'm gonna go straight to this one first. We got whole pyramids underwater. So imagine where we from. How I think it's crazy, man. Hold on, I'm finna try to taking a little while to load. I want to make sure you guys are all right. Sometimes it does this whenever I start the string. It sort of slows up at the very beginning. I don't know why, but it does. We're gonna give it a little time though, because I tried to make this one bigger. But it's not loading like I wanted to. I'm gonna click on it again. But either way, that's all I wanted. Can we make it any bigger though? I would love to make this the whole screen. Let's see if we can make it the whole screen. Because, man, that's too small. I don't want it to be that small. I don't know. Come on, man. I tell you what, I ain't gonna worry about it. We're just gonna have to use this little image. I can barely see right here. I thought I could get it bigger than that though. Let me see. No. Seems like you can get it big. Okay, we ain't gonna stall it. But either way, even if you just look at this structure right here, it's completely submerged underwater. So no telling how long it's been there. No telling how long it's been there. But I tell you one thing, it's from a forgotten world. It's from a forgotten world. And it's one we would rather not acknowledge. It's a world we would rather not acknowledge because, like I said, it's going to mean the retelling of history as we know it. I just want to click on this one. We got some scuba divers on this one, and this is actually the backdrop to the actual live stream. They say right here the underwater pyramids are believed to be 10,000 years old. Like I said, that's from a time, man, a time that we've chosen to forget. And I just think about, man, you know, they were talking about Atlantis, like my friend was saying, and about how technologically advanced they were. And somebody was even talking about how the pyramids were connected and they all made some gigantic energy source. And man, you'll think about, I mean, when I think about how these pyramids are underwater and things of that nature, I think about like, man, no wonder that energy source probably isn't working anymore, is because some of the things they connected to are underwater now. Look, they say the truth on this one. They say on this one right here, they say the truth behind Japan's mysterious Atlantis. That's off the coast of Japan, over by the Dragon Triangle, which is what they say is the equivalent of our Bermuda Triangle. And here, this is funny right here, man. This right here is off the coast of Cuba. Now they say that this particular pyramid structure, they claim it to basically be the lost city of Atlantis. You know, because they say it's pretty much where you would say Atlantis would be. You know, I think people have tried to explain these things away, saying, "Oh, they're just rock structures." Man, if you don't get the hell out of here, this stuff is intentional. This is not a rock structure. That's intentional. And so, like I say, to me, it's man trying to choose not to acknowledge this stuff because it's going to make them acknowledge what I've had an inkling in my spirit for a long time, is that the history line we've been taught is not the true history line. When I look at this one, hold on. I don't know what they got circled right there. But this is in my opinion, you don't have to say it's Atlantis, but it's undeniable that these are man-made structures. Or if not man-made, you know, look, somebody made them, I tell you that. What is this though, guys? I think this is a few more. I don't know what that one is. Oh, that's still showing some underwater. That's showing the guy swimming by the sites right there. I wish I could get even closer up pictures on this. But it's a story I want to share with you guys. It's also a story I want to share with you guys. Okay, here's the other one. This one is also off the coast of Japan. So why am I showing you this? I'm just showing you this because of what I said earlier. Man, it goes back to basically it's a bigger conversation that I've had about man, how we always try to look at ourselves as knowing it all about the universe and all these other type of things, when we don't even know everything about our own damn planet. We don't even know everything about our own damn origins. And they try to say when mankind began, but they don't really know. Because one scenario that I forgot to share with you guys is, I told my brother this. I said, bro, imagine this scenario. Today, we think we're technologically advanced. You know, we think we've done a lot and we've made strides as humans. But what if today the poles shifted? What if today everything that we see above land goes underwater? And there are new pieces of the continents exposed, to where when you look at the world, it's not the same map of the world. You know, the landscapes and everything are different because of some type of polar change. that has made oceans come over where we're living at now. And then I said, imagine, which it probably wouldn't be many, but just imagine a few survivors that even had knowledge of this world that we're living in. Just a few. Just imagine a few, enough to try to build a new world, right? I say, you know what? It'll be so much forgotten knowledge, because even me, I might know about computers, I might know about lights, I know about airplanes, but I don't know how to build any of these things. I don't know how to manufacture any of these things. I'm just aware of these things. So if I was a survivor after something like that and it was a whole new world, well, guess what? I can't teach my kids about things that I don't know about. I can only teach them about the knowledge that I know. Meaning that it would be so much forgotten knowledge, because now this new generation is going to have to relearn everything. And you may be lucky if it's one or two artifacts that may surface up on this new land. So I was telling my brother, as that new world gets populated, it would be very easy for all of them to say, oh man, it was never a world before us. Not knowing that our world is up under the ocean. So that's where I'm going with it. You know, right now, we're like the survivors of whatever happened back then. It's like whoever survived looked in the ocean and said, hey man, didn't we start from there? Oh no, forget it, man. We don't know that story. Let's just start from where we are now. Okay, that never existed then. And so under that particular scenario, if we went under that type of change, we would be forgotten. And that's what I'm saying. Maybe our generation of humans has forgotten a whole nother age because it's convenient. Maybe it's all type of old technology lying at the bottom of the ocean, but we can't get to it. And since we can't get to it, we say it never existed. And guess what? We can live in the fantasy that we're living at the highest technology possible, never really knowing the technology that came before us. Now, this is all, like I say, this is all just me thinking of a scenario. But when I see these pyramids underwater, it gives validation to one point, that something happened before this known civilization. It was some type of human civilization before the known civilization. So that was my whole point. And I'm just showing, look at this, man. I don't quite know what that is. Sunken city, underwater pyramids. I'm going to come back to the comments. I want to see what you guys are saying. My bad. I'm going to see what you guys are saying right quick. And honestly, I want to delve into something else. As it relates to these pyramids, I got to delve into something else. It's going to trip you guys out. Let's see. Mike TV came back. He said, hold on. Mike said, it's all good, Jay. People have different, right, and we can still be friends. I'm not one to hold grudges against people with different views. No, and I'm just like you, Mike, because I respect your view. Like I told you, if anything, I like the fact that, you know, even me, even though I felt a certain way, it did make me go back. Now, once I looked at it, and I looked, like I told you, once I got with my spirit, I said, nah, my spirit just feels like, you know, I'm going to go with my initial gut. But I wouldn't even went, you know, I might not have went back and looked at it that much if it wasn't for our discussion. So I like us questioning each other. You know, maybe even you went back and was looking like, hey, am I right? You know, and you probably looked at it and was like, nah, I feel like it's a scientific explanation. But the thing is, you might not have went back to check if we didn't have a discussion. So I like it. Like I say, man, you don't want to live in a world where you don't see it. You know, where you see everything the exact same. It pays off for us to see things different. Val says, what's in the burrito? It's I think it's just cheese. I think it's cheese, eggs, sausage. It might have been a little onion and things of that nature in there. But it was damn good, I tell you that. I didn't finish it though. Edmund says you got to take the girls to Comic-Con. I would love to go to Comic-Con, but I told you I can't just go to Comic-Con. I'm gonna have to have a true outfit. Oh, Mike TV says Cooper Minis. Well, I would call it that. I say Mini Coopers are BMWs. That's exactly what they are. They ain't nothing but a damn small, high price. Really a small luxury vehicle. That's really what they are. He said they are expensive to fix and parts are not really available. No surprise, it's still in the shop. And I say this, Mike, I've never had a problem with anybody getting the parts for my car until this time. This has been the longest I've ever had to wait for my car to get fixed because normally it's in the shop at 2 or 3 days and I have it back. At the most, it has probably been a week, but it's never been this long. But I did call back, and that's what the problem was. The woman was like, man, we had to order parts, and it's going to be a while for that gear. So I was like, dang. It's crazy, though, Mike. Mini, I always wanted a Mini, but, man, I'm telling you, even though I got this big, thick woman sitting next to me, I'm going to have to I want to get a Mini, a bigger Mini. And Mini, if you're watching this, send me a new Mini Cooper. But I definitely want a bigger Mini. The Countryman maybe, so I can get Saima up in there. But man, I know they're expensive to fix, but man, it's nothing like riding a Mini Cooper. I love it, man. Val says, what is a breakfast burrito? Is this a specific type of burrito or just a normal burrito being eaten at breakfast? Now, a breakfast burrito, it has the bacon, egg, cheese. It has breakfast ingredients in it. That's what I mean by the breakfast burrito. Now, I eat any time of day, and I eat a breakfast burrito at nighttime. But when I say breakfast burrito, I just mean it has the breakfast ingredients. George Alvarez says there's a pyramid in the Grand Canyon, too. Oh, believe me, George, there's another show coming on down the line about these damn, basically, people living underground. So it's another show coming up about that. Believe me. Main Mr. Mustard says sea level was 400 feet lower 10,000 years ago. There's bound to be stuff down there. Right. And Main Mr. Mustard, I just want to say something in regards to what you said. Think of what we're saying here once again. Based off of your human information, 10,000 years ago, sea level was 400 feet lower, right? I always say this. It's just funny to me. I know we look at sediment and we look at minerals and we look at things left in the ground and we make these scientific calculations about what the earth looked like back then and what was going on and sediment wise. But the truth is, even though that's what they call scientific evidence, it's still theories. We really don't know. And I say this, take it past 10,000 years and further than that and further than that. We really don't know what the hell been going on this earth. And we don't know how many times it could have flipped over. It could have been 3, 4, 5 generations of humans for all we really know. That's all I'm saying. I understand now human understanding. You could probably say, no, Jay, probably went more than once. All I'm saying is, you know what? What do we really know? Hell, we don't know what the hell was going on here and how long ago it was really happening. And that ain't to say dispute anything you're saying. I was just thinking about just the human limited knowledge. The human limited knowledge that we have. Oh, Rhonda Carton says he had some mind-provoking thoughts about Atlantis from Joe Rogan's podcast, and I never got back to that. But I'm going to talk more about that too. Mike says he thinks it's near the area Azores and was lifted above the water from the mass of ice sitting on the North American continent. Carol says, that's amazing. I want to know who or what built those. It didn't happen on its own. Oh, no, Carol, definitely didn't happen on its own. And just back to what he said in Atlantis. You know, they always try to just sell us that as, oh, man, hey, we don't really think that happened. We don't really think that happened. But then you start seeing these structures underwater. And, man, I promise you, the thing that always blows me away is this. When you go to these pictures and things of that nature. Let's go to this, I think. You see this man right here? I mean, just taking this for example. Look at the damn cinder blocks he's swimming in front of. Like they say, we don't even really got the equipment today to be hauling cinder blocks this heavy around. I've seen so many examples where they said we would need like 400 of our super cranes to lift one of these things. You know, equations like that. So you think, even with the pyramids that's above ground, you think, damn, how is a supposedly primitive society moving all these things around? Either we were a lot more technologically advanced than people thought, or maybe, like you say, was it some supernatural things going on? Was it some help from neighboring civilizations as far as planets? Who knows what was really happening? But I know one thing, it's beyond what we've been taught. And when I think about Atlantis, like I said, I think about all these other superstructures around the world. You know, like this pyramid wall and all these great big things that are just monoliths around the world, right? And it's just a throwback to a forgotten time. And you just think about, man, what the hell was going on back then? You know, what the hell was really going on back then? And like Carol says, we can only make our best guess. But what actually happened to have these things submerged underwater like they are? You know, what really happened to have them submerged underwater like they are? And you may not realize this, but a lot of these pictures, they look similar, but they're around different parts of the world. They're around different parts of the world. These aren't all in the same place. But let's take a deeper dive into something else, guys. I want to take a deeper dive into an article I saw, because we're not going to stay on this all day. Let me see. We're going to take a deeper dive into this article. And while we're looking at things underwater, I may talk about this other subject that I was going to hold out for another time. But let's see. Hold on. What did I want to talk about, though? Wait a minute. Oh. There it is. So we're going to let this load up right quick. Hopefully it'll come on quick. There it is. I want to read about this story because it just had me laughing, right? I want to read about this story. And it's about some pyramids that a guy said he found directly under the Bermuda Triangle. So I just laughed at this. Check. So I want y'all to read this story with me. And like I said, I'm not gonna even stay on this stream all day. We'll come back and talk about some vintage stuff a little bit later. I'm gonna take a recess. Gonna come. But this June 1st, They say story about the discovery of underwater pyramid in the Bermuda Triangle originates from satirical publication. So they basically trying to say, oh, it's a fake. Man, I promise you, man, but just know something. A lot of these stories that say are fake, they're more real than you think they are. But it reminds me of what I was talking about with Mike recently. I said, you know what, Mike? I bet if I really took a picture of a UFO landing in my backyard, nobody would believe me. And this is what this story reminds me of. So they said this. I'm gonna try to get through it pretty quickly, but they say on May 18th, 2021, a clickbait webpage, Intermedia, published an article titled "Scientists Couldn't Figure Out Anything About the Pyramids Discovered in the Bermuda Triangle." According to the article, during the expedition in the 1970s, a guy named Charles Berlitz's scientific team discovered mysterious 150 meters high glass pyramid on the seabed of the Bermuda Triangle. The article says that the pyramid is located in the center of the triangle, and it is precisely this pyramid that causes anomalies attributed to the Bermuda Triangle. However, wouldn't you know this? The U.S. government attempted to hide the information about the discovery. Intermedia also notes that oceanographer Verlag Mayer discovered two other pyramids in the Bermuda Triangle in the 1990s. So this is just a unique story I ran across, right? So as it continues, as of May 28th, 2021, over 300 Facebook users shared Intermedia's article. I hadn't seen until now. They say, look, information about the discovery of the pyramid at the bottom of the triangle is disinformation that has been circulating in various forms on online forums as clickbait since 2012 and originates from the 1990 article of American satirical publication. This is what they say. There's no such evidence. They say moreover, Charles Berlitz mentioned in their Intermedia article. They said, moreover, Charles Berlitz is mentioned in the Intermedia article was actually American linguist and a polyglot, whereas famous oceanographer Verlag Mayer was made up by the satirical publication. So they're saying it's all fake, right? They're saying it was first printed in 1990, blah, blah, blah. Verlag Mayer mentioned it in the Intermedia's article. It's something else I want to get to, though. They say a fictional story by the Weekly World News appeared on various web pages and blogs in 2012. However, it changed in time and in different articles. It said sometimes it was fictional oceanographer Verlag Mayer who discovered the pyramid, and sometimes it was French-American scientific expedition, and in some cases even a naturalist, Ray Brown. So they saying it can't be founded because they saying different people supposedly were mentioning these articles and things of that nature. They said, according to one of the 2012 articles, this guy named Ray Brown accidentally discovered pyramids near the Bahama Islands during scuba diving in 1968. However, he couldn't explore the pyramid in detail due to lack of oxygen. Google search on Dr. Ray Brown shows several pages mentioning Ray Brown in the context of Bermuda Triangle pyramids. However, no information can be found on his scientific work in itself. It said, moreover, different articles provide different storytelling on the history of Ray Brown's discovery of pyramids. I promise you, man, these stories be intriguing the hell out of me because do you know how easy it would be for that story to be true? In 1968, what if Ray Brown did run up on the pyramids? What if he's just as reputable as me or you? Well, I'm letting you know. I don't care how reputable you think you are. If you were Ray Brown, if you were Ray Brown and you came up saying, man, I saw some pyramids down there, rest assured, they'd be saying that you're lying. I'm guaranteeing you, no matter what you think you saw. Now they say that Ray Brown is fake, Berlik Meyer is fake. They say Charles Berlitz is another discoverer of the pyramids of Bermuda, like I mentioned earlier. They say he's a real person. However, Berlitz was an American linguist and polyglot, like I said earlier, not an oceanographer. One of his best-selling books is about the Bermuda Triangle. It was published in 1974. Supposedly, it contributed to the popularization of what they call myths surrounding the Bermuda Triangle. Man. Either way, I just thought that was an interesting story. And the only reason I brought this story up is because, man, how easy would it be for like I say, it to be true? You know? And they could just make your story disappear. I'm not saying it is true, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. If people think that I'm just going to not believe that there's something going on with these damn Bermuda Triangles and the Dragon Triangle, they done lost their minds. Too much stuff has happened over the Bermuda Triangle and that damn Dragon's Triangle. And I remember I found out about the Dragon Triangle late, and they said that the Dragon Triangle has more damn mysterious things that has happened over it than the damn Bermuda Triangle. They say I think more ships have been lost over there. It's more deadly, hell. But hold on, what is this? Okay, these are supposed to be some like images of what the pyramids look like under the Bermuda Triangle. I tell you what though, man, put it like this. If it was any of us to actually find those pyramids under the Bermuda Triangle, I guarantee you'll be made to seem crazy. Like I said earlier, you won't be making that discovery because actually, I know the United States, we have actually what they call the underwater, what is it called? Oh, the underwater Area 51 is right off the coast of Florida. And it's basically an underwater base. And people have often said, man, why is this base basically headed right towards the Bermuda Triangle? They felt like we've been doing some type of work in conjunction with trying to figure out what the hell is going on with that Bermuda Triangle. Ain't no telling what the hell we're doing down there. But I would just say this. You can go try to discover it if you want to. You're going to be called crazy. Don't worry about it. And that's why I say, man, we don't know the true history of this earth. They don't look. Some people don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. I want to go back because I want to just make sure I didn't miss out on any other pictures that I want to share as far as underwater pyramids. Because I just think they're amazing because just for them to exist like they do, let you know somebody was at work in a time that has been forgotten. And like I said, I showed y'all this already, but this is the structure of the supposedly. It's something else I'm gonna show y'all before we get out of here too. The structure of the actual pyramids is off the coast of Cuba. I showed you that already, but I want to show you that again. But it's something else I want to show you guys, man. Where is this one at? That's to the Gold. That's at the Gold Coast somewhere. I don't know where the hell that's it, but that's crazy. Well, where this is? Oh, but let me find this picture of something I want to show you guys. Something else. I'm just making sure. Now you see those people? I think we put that down there. Some people were saying something about that's something recent, I think. But what the hell is this? This is a great picture. What the hell? Oh, I think look at this. That's crazy. That's damn near like a sphinx head right there, man. You talking about some crazy stuff going on, man. You can only hope to know. Now that sphinx head right there was okay. Now let me go ahead and find this other thing what I want to show you, because you're gonna trip off of this, guy. Because this is something I've always tripped off of. I'm gonna show you this right quick. What is it? Check this out, y'all. This is something I ran across a long time ago. And this is crazy. Because this is something else that's underwater. Now, this isn't a pyramid, but Lord have mercy. As big a fan as I am of Star Wars, I remember when I first ran across this, I said, nah, bro, this is unreal. Look at this. This is at the bottom of the Baltic Sea. This right here is basically what they call the Millennium Falcon underwater. It's literally, you see these steps right here? I don't know exactly what this was, but man, you cannot tell me that that's some sort of a natural formation. Look at the lines on this thing. Look at the lines. And honestly, I trip off of this. I'm like, damn, these are basically stairs. I said, these are basically stairs. And man, I promise you, if you didn't know it, you see they got the Millennium Falcon right next to it. If you didn't know it, you would literally think that the Millennium Falcon was made from looking at this particular rock for this particular structure that's under the ocean. And it's the funny thing I laugh about. Look at the heading right here. Underwater Millennium Falcon formation. Man, have y'all lost y'all damn minds? It's nothing it ain't nothing forming with these sharp lines like this. Man, this is a structure. This ain't no damn formation. And once again, I accept anybody that doesn't agree with me. I understand that you may not agree with me, but this just from my eyes, nah, bro. You can't tell me that's a natural formation. Here it is from the top a little bit. Maybe you can see a little bit better. This is another view of it. So this is a natural formation with the steps over here and things of that nature. Man, you'd have lost your mind. It's something going on. Or something happened, man. Some people say they think that it's actually a fossilized spaceship. Some people say that. You never really know what the hell that is. But I know one thing, man. When people, no offense, that's when science just goes. That's why I say I'm cool with people offering alternate viewpoints and things, Mike. I'm cool with it. But sometimes I really do think, like some people think you can go into the realm of imagination or too far. I believe we can also go the opposite, where we're just trying to justify stuff at a fault. Nah, man, no. It's impossible. Yeah, with a human mind, it's impossible because you're looking at now. How could they get under the ocean? Hey, brother, What if it wasn't under the ocean when it was made? That's the whole point. What if it wasn't under the ocean? That's crazy though. But either way, I come back because we're probably going to get to a little bit more fun part of the stream. I'm going to just check y'all comments right quick before I make myself big in case I need to go look at something else. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. I got plenty to talk about. Okay, perfect. Now, Carol, my Dog King Army team member, what she says? She says, that's amazing. I want to know who or what built those. It didn't happen on its own. Oh, yeah, we said that. She said, where's the first adventure you going on when you get back on the road? Which girl you taking? Man, honestly, Carol, when I get back on the road, I don't know who it'll be. It'll probably be Callie, honestly. It'll probably just be her, first off. We'll just probably get back on the road and honestly, I think the first thing we're going to do is probably go to a historic place to get something to eat, or because it's looking like one of these movies that I really want to see are not going to be showing at IMAX by the time the car gets back. But I promise you, if the car is back and Top Gun is still showing at IMAX, we're going to definitely go see Top Gun. Because I've been holding off on looking at that. I want to see that at the theaters if I can. Borg says there's probably a pyramid in Antarctica somewhere buried in. Oh yeah, Borg, great. He said there's probably a pyramid in Antarctica somewhere buried in ice and snow. Look, man, that's for damn sure. Because I've talked about how they got the picture of Antarctica before it was frozen, and people don't know how they were able to do that. Because as far as our known civilization, it's been frozen over, so they don't know at what time the picture of Antarctica or the drawing of Antarctica would have happened, because it's been so long since it was unfrozen. Val says, I think you and John Malin need to sit down for a serious conversation about these pyramids. Once again, like I say, I'm cool with the Jack Show, love those guys, but hey, I don't talk to those guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. They don't reach out to me in any form. I hear them John, I give him credit. He may pop in every now and then and say something on the stream, but I don't really talk to them like that. And as far as my friend Malin, no offense, I'm not gonna. Hey, look, I'm not here to judge anybody, but I haven't listened to him enough, because normally John, all I hear him doing is slinging. He usually checking somebody. I just say that he usually talking about somebody. I don't really hear him deep diving into the knowledge sphere. I say that I don't really hear him doing that much. And normally when I listen to his private streams, he's talking about comics. So you've seen him deep dive more than I have. I love to talk to him though, if that's what he wants to do. Kevin said, Socrates said, we know nothing, and that's true. He said, and that's true. He said, that's a true philosophy. That stands even now. He said, we don't know what the hell this place or planet is. He said, all we know is we don't know the truth. That's damn true. It's crazy that you brought that up, Kevin, because I'm actually going back over some Socratic philosophies right now. And he did recently mention something to that extent about, hey, man, we don't know a damn thing. He really did actually mention something to that extent. But that's a whole nother show about me bringing up Socrates and things of that nature. But great chime in. Val says, in John's new comics, the Romulus saga, the protagonist actually gets to the Bermuda Triangle. And once he gets in there, he gets out at the Dragon's Triangle, like going through a wormhole. Oh, that's pretty cool. Once again, I haven't had a chance to invest in any comic books with the Comic Gate artist, so I don't know about. See, now he may go into that type of stuff with his writing in his comics. I haven't heard him talk about any deep stuff, especially on the Jack Show. I haven't heard him talk about anything on that. And I sort of paused right there because I was laughing because it was something I was going to say about the Jack show. But Val said, so you know that John Malin knows. Oh yeah, if he made that connection, then he does know something about it. Which I know a lot of people know a lot about this stuff. It's not like I'm by myself. I just love to deep dive in it. George Alvarez says Malin being the flat Earth king isn't just a meme. Oh really? If he really does believe the flat Earth, then man, hey, look, he definitely owns some other stuff. Because I can't lie, once again, I agree with everybody believing what they want. But hell, even I am all for the flat Earth mentality. Kevin says, who is John Malin? You know John Malin, Kevin. He the Jack Show. He the guy to be on the Jack Show. He the other guy to be with Cecil. It's him, Cecil, Captain Chokeout. If you've seen me on the Jack Show before. Mike says, that would be epic discussion. The only issue is Malin trolls so much, it's hard to tell when he's joking. You just hit on the nail on the head what I was talking about. Like, I got to put you up there for that, Mike. That's really what I was getting at without trying to, because see, once again, I'm not trying to judge people for what they say. But like you say, he says so much off the wall stuff that, like you say, you don't know when the hell he's serious and when he's not. So I personally haven't really heard him get serious enough on these type of subjects for me to be like, yeah, oh, he talks about that. I have never heard him go to that point myself. Chris says, what's a John Malin? Mike says, where is a John Malin? This John Malin stuff funny. Val says, Mike TV Dub, either way, it would be awesome to have John here. He's been a big supporter, right? Now, I give him that. He's been a big supporter of Dog King, and multiple times urged new people to check him out and sub. Now, that's what I give Malin credit for. I give Malin credit for that because I've said, like I said, I love the Jack Show and going up the couple times I went on there. But like I told you, I be tripping because the times I went back and heard certain things, I'm like, you know what? And I ain't got a problem with them. They can do all their joking and stuff. That's cool. But I know one thing I've always been like, you know what? John is my guy. Because no matter what they joke about, John always be like, you know what? I'm cool with J Dog King. Go over there and sub to him and things of that nature. So I love my guy John on that note. And you're right. He's a big supporter. I'm down with him on that. Kevin said John Malin is a comic book artist who was canceled from mainstream comics. I didn't know that's really what happened to him. I didn't know he got canceled. Hey, with all the crazy crap that Malin says, I can see him getting canceled. He said he hosts a YouTube show called The Jack Show, and he had Jay on as a guest. I can't believe Kevin didn't know all this. Chris says, I miss Malin after midnight. Val said, Mike TV says, Val, yep, Malin like Jay and shouts him out. Right? He does. I give him credit. And I say this, once again, he hasn't played into that. I give John this though. He hasn't played into this. Oh, he's just some crazy dog guy stuff, or he's a weirdo and stuff. I ain't saying he hasn't made his jokes, but he hasn't played into that hysteria. Which I'm cool with anybody making their jokes or whatever. But I'm glad he hasn't like played into it to where he believes that. Let's see. Hell J chat. That's what Chris says. Chris, he said, only the winners write history. Yeah. Bass says, Jay, would you ever consider getting a BBW doll? No, not right now. No. I got a BBW doll. You may not know it, but this girl, let me come back to the screen. I'm finna come back. Yeah, you may not know it, but this girl sitting over here is a BBW. No, not BBW in the stomach, but BBW in the booty and the legs. She thick as any girl I've ever dated in the butt and the legs. She's super thick. So I already got a BBW. This girl is heavy, but I wouldn't get the true sense of a BBW. I'm talking about like just a big voluptuous, not a big belly, because that's not a BBW to me. A BBW is just a big, thick woman in all ways. You know, when you start getting, you can have some stomach, but when it gets sloppy, that's not BBW. That's just you're getting to the point where now you're just out of shape. But when you're voluptuous, when you do have a little extra stomach, there's nothing wrong with that. You got some extra rolls here and there. That's not bad when you're just super thick. Even if you saw my stream the other night, the woman, Miss Parker, you know, she's more on that BBW, super thick type of girl. And right now, I'm never getting another girl like Saima. Never, because she is there. They are way too heavy. Now, in the future, when they come out with technology that will make these girls a lot lighter, I would consider getting a BBW, but no time soon will I get another one. This is enough pain on my back, believe me. Because a BBW human woman ain't the same as a BBW companion dog. A BBW human woman, man, she can be big as a house, but she gonna hold her own weight. When you get a dog, it's all on you. Oh, Chris says thoughts on Atlantis. I thought I said it, but my thoughts on Atlantis is, man, I'm gonna be honest. I believe that some form of Atlantis did exist. Just like a lot of these things, I believe a lot of these so-called fables and myths have a base in truth. The golden fleece and just, I think a lot of these things, they may not be exactly like they're told, but I believe a lot of these things have a base in reality. Something was going on. Let's see. He said Gold Coast is off Australia East Coast. Okay, see, that's what I'm about to say. It's a lot of different ones all over the world. I'm glad you said that, Mike TV Dub, because actually I didn't really go through it like I did last night the right way, where I was seeing all the different places those pyramids were. Val says you have to show this to Anna. Why have to show it to Anna? What does Anna is she interested in pyramids underwater or something? And I don't know what the hell. I will say this, because what was I gonna chime in on about? I know what I was gonna say. I got further validation. That's what I said. That Thana is in love with me once again. Because I check in on the Jack Show once again when it airs. I like to check on it a few times. Man, I don't know what's been up with, just for me though, I don't know what's been up with the Jack Show. The last couple of times, the one with Kelsey, I wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I was like, man, something off about this show. And Thana wasn't there that night. But this time, Thana came back, and even though it was something off about this show, but once again, Thana was still a little eye candy because she's a cute girl to look at. So I checked in on them a few times, but it was just off to me. I said, you know what? It just ain't right. But Thana said something that made me laugh in there. Thana said that the type of guy she's attracted to is she doesn't like skinny guys. It made me laugh because I'm skinny. I'm about 160, about 6 feet tall. She said she doesn't like skinny guys. She likes guys with broad shoulders, and that she like guys that come in with the inverted V. So she like the wide shoulder, and they come in with the inverted V. And it had me laughing so hard because I said I'm literally the exact opposite. The exact opposite of that, what Thana likes. And that's what made me laugh so hard. I said, you know what? That's further proof that she loves me. I said, because opposites attract. It just made me laugh. You know me, just constantly poking fun. But I saw that, it just had me dying laughing. Because you know what? It's funny. I don't know how I do this, but I check back 2 or 3 or 4 times, and I really don't be hearing much of anything that, you know, that's worth reporting on. And it never fails. I'll run across at least one thing that's worth me mentioning. And that was the one thing that I thought was funny that night. And I was like, man, the Jack Show is so behind. Only on the, you know, I ain't trying to beat them down. I was just laughing at this because I said, man, they're just not getting around to showing those pictures of Thana and Ashton, the Slytherin, at that Gator Park. I'm like, damn, I showed that 2 weeks ago when they did it. I said, man, y'all late. Come on, man. That's supposed to be showed all that. Either way. Val says, but yeah, why was I don't want to see it? You still ain't answered that. Maybe I'll get to that here in a second. The Baltic Sea is very shallow. 10,000 years ago, it was above water. Definitely looked like it was carved. Yeah, you're right. They say the Baltic Sea is shallow. I'm glad you said that. Man, it could be carved, or what the hell? What if it's a damn actual fossilized UFO? Oh, Chris, thank you, Chris. I couldn't see this. Thank you, Chris. Finally, Chris came in. He said, Jay, please play Get Funky by Finatra. You may not know him. Look up his channel. Oh, no. I done played that a million times, Chris. It's funny. I like it. I like it a lot. It's super funny. I like it a lot. It's super funny. Now I ain't gonna play it on here because I don't know if it'll give me. I don't know what it got rated on his channel. So I'm not going to take a chance on playing it, and it may give me a flag. So I'm not gonna play his song here. But I do like his song. I do like his song a lot. It's a great song. I'm mad that Camel Moon them don't. They used to do some cartoon and make a song out of the stuff off the Jack Show, and they don't do it no more. So I hate that, man. I hate they don't do that. I like that because they made one about me a long time ago, and I thought that was so funny. And let me catch up. Let me see. Okay. Val says, Don King the Explorer. Tree Goblin says, I love your open mind, Jay. Thank you, Tree. He said, good evening, Chris. Both of them know each other. That's cool. She said, amazing piece. I'm going to see the new Jurassic Park movie. Oh, really? I'm going to be honest. When I saw the, Carol, let me know how it is. I'll probably check it out, but I might not go to the movie to see it. But I know me, when I saw it, I said, no offense, guys. Y'all are getting to wear me out on this damn Jurassic Park crap. But I will probably still end up seeing it in some form of fashion. Johnny says, Johnny K says, I love these deep conversations. I'm glad, Johnny. Chris Stanley says, malt liquor. What is he talking about? He's talking about the Finatra song, Chris Stanley. I appreciate you. And I don't know if you wanted me to play it here, Stanley, but I just can't play it here because, like I say, I try to keep my channel on the up and up as much as I can, especially seeing that I got the campaign dollars, because, man, I did a video yesterday, and I'm going to go into it deep on the Power Hour, but I did a video talking about the right wrench, trying to help guys with the right wrench, Allen wrench to use on their campaign dolls to tighten their standing feet. And mostly they're all the same. I'll make a comment on that on the Dog King Power. I'm not going to do a deep dive. But, man, I got hit with something on that video, and it was so benign. It was G-rated. It was literally me just showing the foot getting screwed, you know? I mean, me screwing the foot getting screwed didn't sound good. But I really just had a small video of me screwing the standing foot screw into the bottom of the foot to show you guys that it fit. And something like that got flagged. I said, dang. Man, it's sexy as I see these women being on YouTube. I said, man, but you know what? The bosses speak, so I gotta try to play by the rules right now because I want to popularize campaign dolls. You know, I want to speak for the community. I don't want to make us take hits. John Tree Goblin said, John's the guy without eyebrows. I know, weird. I think he said something about that. I didn't even really notice he ain't got eyebrows, but he said something about that. Simple Jack says, John, Anna, Cecil, Kelsey, The Jack Show. But hell, you can stop at Cecil. Kelsey, he made an appearance recently, but he just don't come. Johnny K says that Kelsey never shows up. And Chris says, play Get Funky by Finatra. Hey, I thank you for your donation, but like I said, I can't play it. I'm not going to play it. Only because I don't want to even think about getting a hit. I'm sorry, Chris. I appreciate your donation, though. Finatra says one. Okay. He said Tree Goblin said, Jay, Finatra wants you to use the song he made you. I ain't gonna be able to, cause like I said, I ain't gonna be able to, because I don't know what type of restrictions he got on that song. The Jack Show is how I found out about the Dog King. I always be grateful to them for that, man. Now believe me, I always be grateful to them, but not only them. I be grateful to RPM. I'd be grateful to MGTOW Savior. I'd be grateful to Kirsty Card, a writer who did an article on me a while back. I'd be grateful to, man, I can't think of her name, but this woman who did a radio interview on me in Ireland. You know, a lot of people helped me along the way, not just the Jack Show, but I am thankful for the Jack Show and appreciative of them as well. I'm always going to be thankful of anybody that helped me along my journey. I really am. Take time, Jack. It's Simple Jack Live. It said toke time, Jack. It's Simple Jack Live. Johnny K says, I love that song, Get Funky. I love it too. I actually love it too. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know, man. My next song might damn near be a soundtrack, even though I didn't make it for that. Chris Stanley says, correct. Carol Rush says, Miss Parker, she was representing. Oh, Miss Parker, I'm telling y'all, I did a show with Outcast Owls, and there are some cool guys. And I shared the link on one of my videos. I think it was on, which video did I share the link on? Oh, I shared the link on my last Dog King Power Hour. No, I didn't. Which show did I do after the Dog King Power Hour? I'm trying to think which show I shared the link on. But if you go to Outcast Owl's main show, Outcast Owl's Live, you'll definitely be able to find that show I did with them. And it's this human woman named Miss Parker that was interviewing me on there. And at some point during the show, she does stand up and let you see what she's working with. And I said, it's definitely worth looking at. It had me laughing, man. Oh, yeah. Val says, I meant you have to show Anna the Millennium Falcon underwater because she is that Star Wars girl. Man, look, even though Anna is in love with me, just like what's her name? Brittany Venti, the beautiful Brittany, the burping beauty, Brittany Venti. They try to act like I don't exist. So even if I was to send her the picture, she probably would ignore it, knowing Anna, the Thana. Because she got to stay true to Peaches and her boyfriend. She don't want to be, the more she even pay attention to me and the dolls, she gonna get drugged in. So I might have to send it to John and let John send it to her. Chris says, I agree. No one can disprove it, and that's not far-fetched to think. I think he's talking about when I said the whole world was over water. I don't know. Val says, at J Dog King Hefner, the Jack Show has deteriorated in the last few months. Camel Nice is slowly taking its place. I sort of was liking Camel Nice. You know, when I tune in to Sheila Aliens, they got a nice little vibe. They okay. Hell, I'm finna start doing a show on Thursday nights with I ain't saying every night, but what's Outcast Owls 24, the guy from there? He said he was going to invite me every now and then to come do a show on Thursday nights. It's going to be before the Jack Show, but they do like a pop show where they talk about things that's happening in pop culture. So he said he's going to invite me on there sometime. So I think that's going to be cool to go over there. It's going to be him and another woman. I'm not sure who she is. But I don't know what the hell going on with the Jack show though, man. It's been, I don't know. It's been I don't know. I don't know what it's been, just a little bland. I say that. This not. I'm just being honest. I don't know what's up. It's something missing. Tree Goblin says, Jay, myths and legends weren't always considered completely fake. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Something is up with those Tree Goblins. All these legends and stuff. Nah, they all came from somewhere. Even if all of them weren't completely true, I believe some of them were based in reality. Chris says, pop in, Jay. Jack needs to miss you. Like I say, no, hey, once again, Chris, if they ever invite me, if I'm not busy, I'll stop in. They haven't invited me. The times I pop into the chat, hell, I might as well be Casper the Ghost. They look right over my comments. I remember one night they had me dying laughing. Cause I was, I wasn't busy. I think it was some night after I got my internet fixed. I said, man, I can go in here and kick it with the guys if they invite me. So I went in there, I was in a chat, and I was sending some chats, and me and Choke Out was like back to back sending chats. And man, I remember my guy Malin, he was like, hey, Choke Out's in the chat. I was like, damn, I'm in here too. I'm right here next to him. But I didn't say it, this is just me saying it to myself. I said, hey, I'm right here next to him, John. And he was like, Choke Out's in here. We're going to get him in here. And I was like, damn. I said, oh, man, see that, hey, that's like I say, they could have invited me. So that's one of those instances where I'd be like, hey, it's not on me. If they wanted me to come and chill with them, they would. But at this point, I can't lie. It's almost to the point where I'm cool. I come if they invite me. But man, I got so much going on. Hey, I appreciate them for what they've already done here, because I'm probably gonna be kicking it with a lot of other people going forward. Because I hope Miss Parker makes a visit on my show. She said she would. One of these days, I'll probably go back and kick it with Outcast Owls. And I truly do believe it's going to be the beginning of me getting a couple of guests. Because I know at some point, just imagine, guys, forget me going to other people's shows. Forget that for a second. Imagine Venti coming for a live Venti report. Man, that's going to be the best. Boy, I can't wait for that shit. That's going to be amazing. Let me catch up with y'all guys, man, because this so fun. Look, hey, hold on, let me see. Because at some point I got to show you guys something else before I go. I definitely got to show you guys something else, and we're going to take an intermission. And man, I'm gonna have to do another stream, guys, and talk about something totally, because of that damn well Venti, she's forced me to going into another show. Let's see. Chris said, if I was a mod, I'd post the link to Financial's Tribute to Jay. I don't even think it'll show in here, man, because I think it got to where links won't show in here. But I don't mind if you did post it in here. It wouldn't bother me if it would show up, because I like that song. No, Val, you just don't understand. The thing about Sheila Aliens, I can't even begin to really go into her until her turn comes up on the scent test. That's the thing about Sheila. I would love to have Sheila on here. I would love to forget Sheila. I'm talking about any of the girls. It's just going to be a great dynamic. But as far as Sheila, see, Val, you have to wait. Because when you here's the deal. I have only done limited research on Sheila, but you have to hear. I already got a strong evaluation of her with limited information. And when you hear that, you're going to understand why I can't even have her near the show right now. You're going to laugh your ass off. I promise you. Sheila she's so crazy. It just got me dying. I haven't even met her or done a deep dive. I'm already laughing at her. Financial would never copyright strike anyone. He made it for you. Now, I ain't talking about copyright strike. I'm talking about, I don't know if YouTube would view that as making my channel not a strike, but it's something else. I just tell you, take a hit. I say that, take a hit. And like I said, if my channel ever takes a hit, I want it to be for something I did. I put it to you like that. Because I know some people, they don't care if they like put something on their channel and it may get them a light flag, meaning that, guess what? Certain, that put it like this, the video isn't fully opened up. I say that. Where by me just starting off and being young and trying to make headway, I already have to deal with enough of that myself just with me and my girls. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to add to it. And if I ever get a small flag, it's going to be because of all of my efforts. That's what I mean by that. I don't know what Simple Jack was talking about. If I feel like that, that's cool. I don't know. Look, I be responding and forgetting what I said so quick. Johnny K says, "Hey Jay, my mother has been walking the cat." Oh, you told me that. But every time it's time to go back in, the cat growls and starts attacking her. She wants to know if you had any advice. She also sends you her best. That's crazy. Well, my cats don't love coming back inside either. I say that. But my cats have been so used to it because I started them at a younger age. That's for one. For two, you can train an older cat, but you may run across things like that. But I say this, all she has to do is keep taking the cat outside. Keep taking it outside. The more the cat realizes that it'll have other opportunities to come out, it still isn't going to love coming back in, but it's going to be easier to get the cat back in. Because sometimes when my cats don't want to come back in, I have to just pick them up and say, hey, look, it's time for us to go back in. Because believe me, when you get them on that harness, it's just the freedom of man. I'm not stuck in the house all day. And look, they don't ever want to come back in. I promise you. Oh, that's what Chris said. John Maylor loves malt liquor. It's all good, Jay. Okay, that's what he meant. Finn knows the feeling of being struck. Oh, that's what Chris says. Jay's going to have your answer soon. What are you talking about? What, Johnny K? Are you talking about Sheila Alias? Tree Goblin says, Jay, Financial will probably be streaming tomorrow morning. Please pop on. Okay, yeah, I will if he around. I'm talking tomorrow morning. I'll probably check in on him. Yeah. Then look, Chris Stanley said he laughing out Finn, and then he got restrictions, and then he laughing. He must get restricted a lot. Oh yeah, Val, you ain't never heard that before. That's what I call Brittany Venti, the burping beauty. Yeah, that's what she is, Mike. Because like I say, here's the deal. Once again, I actually have grown to love Brittany, and I really love her. She has a place in my heart as far as I honestly, she's a part of the show because she's one of the most interesting people I have ever. I just love her. She makes me laugh, man. Even when it ain't nothing more from just being herself. She just being herself, And I just said, out of all those beautiful women and stuff that I'm doing the scent test with, Comics Gate, all these women, I don't care about beauty. She's the most interesting. And I'm sorry, with all due respect to every other lady out there, I love you, Mandy, because she's funny. Hey, Sheila Aliens may be good. Haven't looked at her enough. Anna, great eye candy, more than anything. I say that, I'm just being honest. It's other people that are interested. Don't care much for Nina Infinity's streams, but congratulations on her, what she's doing. But I'm just to break it all down. They ain't got nothing on no damn Venti. I'm just sorry. Venti makes me laugh. Venti trips me out. So with all that said, I don't ever try to beat her up. Once again, burping is really her just loud, vulgar burping is really the only thing that can really make her unattractive. Now, you may not like her viewpoints. You may not like her playing with tarot cards or some of the Ouija stuff that she might likes to do. I ain't saying you won't have a problem with that, but I'm talking about like literal mannerisms and stuff. She seems feminine in every other way, other than that. Just I'm talking about. I'm serious. Because in the South, there's nothing wrong with the term redneck, right? I actually love rednecks down in the South, because in the South, rednecks don't mean what some people think rednecks mean. For me, rednecks are those guys that they just keep it real. They really like what we call what people call thugs in the neighborhood. They just real, down to earth. They ain't finna shoot you no bull crap. And I just bring up rednecks only because they have done some of the loudest. I've had a few redneck friends who I proudly, they say call me rednecks. They like to be called it. But I had a few redneck friends, and believe me, they have burped the loudest and most disgusting. They can't beat Brittany Venti in a burping contest as far as being loud and disgusting. So I only bring that up about my burping beauty because I really wish, because it's not funny in any way. It doesn't even add to her stream. It makes me leave almost every time, and then I have to come back. But I just say, if she could stop that, oh, she'd have a lot of more, even because there's guys that love her already. But I'm saying, if she could get rid of that, oh man, she'd be cleaning up with a lot of guys. But so I just hate that she does it. I don't say that she's the burping beauty to beat her up. And I've said that a million times. But I just say, man, it's just so disgusting. Let me see where I am, and I'm gonna show y'all guys something else. Okay, we almost on. Okay, good. This stream probably gonna end at a here in a second, and we're gonna get to the next stream not long afterwards. I tell you that, because I'm gonna take a small break. I might eat the other half of that burrito, and man, I'm gonna get this Venti stream set up. Chris and Jay, you're just fun personality, nothing but positive. Oh, thank you, Chris. I'm just glad y'all here to laugh with me, man, to be honest. Vass says another channel that I think should host you is Rakita Law. I heard a lot about Rakita Law. You know what's crazy about this Rakita Law character? I heard he the guy that suggested me to the Jack Show. And I've never, ever met this guy or don't even know who the hell he is. I even clicked on his channel. It looked like he a damn lawyer or something. What the hell does a lawyer got to do with knowing me? I have no idea. I don't know if he's a fake lawyer, but I don't know what this guy is. Who is he? But I heard he found me. During the Jeff Hard trial, they had one day 300,000 people watching live. I know that I don't even know who is this guy. I really don't know. Simple Jack Live says, have you invited that Star Wars girl Invented on for an interview? Man, yeah. That's when I told you I was asking Star Wars girl on her stream. I said, and I want you on. And I had asked her on before. But I said, and I want you on my show so we could talk Star Wars. And I said, and I do need to ask her a few hard questions before we get into Star Wars. I'm sorry. I just can't just jump. If you're listening, Anna, you're never coming on my show and we're just going to jump straight to Star Wars. You're going to have to answer a few hard questions. I'm sorry, that have never been answered on the Jack Show. Then we'll get to having fun. But I've asked her, and look, she put a Venti on me, because I've asked Venti too, where they saw my comment, read the comment right over it, and read the comment right behind it 2 or 3 times, and refused to acknowledge I was even alive. And so I said, oh man. And so I told Anna, I said, man, I'm being blackballed. I really am being blackballed. Because in my opinion, I got blackballed ever since last Halloween when I first brought up the scent competition. And when I first gave Anna her name of Thanos. Well, actually, a guest gave her a name Thanos, but it was all because I said she reminded me of Thanos. Ever since that show, this is just my opinion. I felt like I was Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, they did me like Cap, man. They blackballed me, right? So I did get one long invite after that from my friend Cecil, but I was just so happy to be busy that night. And that was the night, oh my God, that was the night that Whitney came on and showed that booty. Lord have mercy, she was fine that night. I was so mad I missed that night. I didn't get another invite after that, no more. The only other time I was invited was after the scent competition, and my internet was messing up really bad. And I finally figured that out. And I was like, hey, I sort of let that be known. Hey, I'm available to stream now. And like you say, after that, crickets. And so, hey, guess what? That's why I say I'm so blessed and thankful for God for, doing my own show and being here with you guys every day. Because the truth is, like I say, I'm busy enough with my own plate than you guys. But it's fun to interact every now and then, have somebody come over here or me go with somebody else. So hopefully it'll happen soon. It will happen soon. So even though the Star Wars girl said, didn't respond to me. Oh, and also, this is the other thing I want to say about Star Wars girl. I seen her on some guy named Yellow Cast stream, and hell, she's doing the Mayor podcast at Venti. Star Wars girl, she big time, so she may be like, man, she may think my channel's too small for her to grace her vaginal prowess. But only reason I really wanted Anna over here is because she the first champion. It's only right for like me to talk to the first champion. But she didn't come, so maybe she will in the future. Jay says choke out any day. I don't know. Hey, believe me, as much as I love choke out, I've even heard choke out make a few comments like he may be weirded out now. It's funny when you can weird out choke out. So it got me laughing, man. Hell, even choke out scared to come spend some time with me. But I say this, I'd rather have one of the girls before I have any choke out or somebody. I want to talk to one of the girls first. Tree Goblin said, did Brittany send her underwear for inspection? It's so funny you brought that up. I have so many things to go across my mind. And one of the things was, once again, Venti creeping across my mind. And I said, you know what? If Venti ever send me her panties, I guarantee you she would mess them up on purpose. She would either try to stink them up or send me some of her period panties or something that was outlandishly stinky on purpose. I really was like, you know what? Venti will probably do some shit like that. And then I said, you know what? I say that still would be on her because that'll be a representative of what she's capable. If she was to ever do that, that'd be just a representative of what she's capable of doing. So I said, even if I was to get something like that, hell, that'll backfire on the sender, for even sending something that filthy. But that would be funny if Brittany sent her panties one day and be like, since you think it ain't right, here it go, check it. I do her a favor and check it though and see if it was up to standards. See if I was right or not. Simple says, do tell us about Sheila. Man, I can't tell you yet. I can't tell you yet. But I be damned, that woman. She's already ruffled my feathers in a good way. I'm talking about she already got me like over here laughing about her. I'm like, how is she able to pull this off with the limited knowledge I have of her? I have no idea. And if she ever looking, she probably like, what are you talking about? Finatra is kind of like a venereal disease, so I get it. I don't even know anything about him. Don't you know that? Other than him making that video about me. And I do know one thing. My mother loves that video. She thought it was funny. So did I. I like the way he got my mouth doing it. He got my mouth talking. I thought that was funny, man. Okay. Tree Goblin said, Miss Walker timestamp, hour and 33 minutes into the string? Hey. She was showing, I know she was showing it, boy. Nah, Sheila ain't sending the men tree. Ain't nobody sending in the physical evidence yet. I said, you know what, though? It's going to be fun if this competition gets to the point where women are saying, you know what? To hell with you guessing. I want you to test me for real. And you know what? That's gonna be the true. I'm talking about that's gonna be the true blue, because I've already imagined, like, man, it's so many subtleties in a vaginal scent, and all of them can still be good in their own right. It's just certain levels of acidity and things of that nature. So it could be like literal, man. I said, man, that's, I've heard, and I don't even like bringing people's names up, but I just bring it up just because he made the comment. I've heard Cecil say, oh, he's just trying to get panties and all that type of stuff, like, because he doesn't understand. He doesn't even understand the true mentality of it. But I say this, it's not because to try to get a stack of damn panties. That's ridiculous. What it is for the damn competition, like I really want to have. And man, I can just imagine having a piece of each panty and really being able to judge who is the best. Man, I just think that shit would be epic. Epic. Let's see. Val says, Jay, what's your favorite food meat-wise? Oh, no. My favorite food ain't got nothing to do with meat-wise. My favorite food is pizza. And it can I ain't gonna say any pizza. I'm more prone to the sausage. I'm more prone to pepperonis and Italian sausage, and sometimes cheese pieces, and sometimes just vegetable tops. So it's a wide range of pieces I go to that I love, and I can eat that. That's the only food, I'm telling you, I can eat that every day of my life pretty much. As far as meats, if I just had to pick a meat, man, I don't really know, man, because it may be steak, maybe it's roast. Because I love a good steak, but then I love a good roast. It's probably between those, and both of those are beef. I don't know. Is it barbecue? Ooh, Lord. You know what? Ooh, man, that's a tough one. Ooh, man, because you can have barbecue steak. Oh man, I just don't know. That's a good one, Val. I'm just gonna say, just to give you some sort of answer, I'm gonna just stick with between steak and maybe I think it's probably gonna be steak. I'm a steak, but ribs are so damn good. Ooh, so I think I'm gonna go with steak though. Johnny K says, sorry, that last chat was for mother. I thought I was texting her. I didn't even. Oh, okay. Grimington says, what up, Jay and chat? Grimington in the house. What up, Grimington? Good to see you, brother. Johnny K says, she thanks you for the advice. Okay. Tell her thank you, Johnny. Tell her thank you, man. I appreciate her for even walking her cat. Man, hey, look, I thought I was catching up. You guys got a lot more from me. Hold on, guys. Hold on. A Jay and Vintage show would be epic. Gremlington, that's what I've been trying to get her to see. She don't understand that me and Vintage, man, I'm going to tell you something. That's why this next show that I'm going to do today, I hope that I get it on done. I'm going to probably shut this down in a while, but it's going to be so important because I noticed that Vintage and me are like polar opposites in a way where she attacks things from her side, but it reminds me of myself with some of her thinking. I said, you know what? That's what Vintage makes me laugh. I'm sorry. Johnny K says, Brittany Vince's burp rivals Godzilla's roar. Man, I'm going to tell you, it's so disgusting. I said, damn, I hate that about her. It's so loud. Oh! No, Val. Val says, Ken, you have disappointed me. I just now noticed that your pillows have Disney Star Wars pillowcases. WTF, man. First Order is lame. Long live the Empire. Let me tell you something, brother. Val, let me explain it to you. I hate Disney Star Wars. Except for Rogue One. had a couple of corny spots, but Rogue One, it actually fits into the original trilogy better than any other Star Wars movie. The prequels are terrible. They can kiss my ass too. Excuse my language. Now they aren't as bad as Disney, but they're not good either, in my opinion. But I'll say this: Rogue One, that was a movie. But back to this pillow, man. Don't you know? When I picked that pillow up, I thought it was Vader, and I was happy. I was like, yeah, I got Vader. I got to the counter. That pillow was supposed to be $14. It was marked down to like $2.99. I said, dang, I didn't think anything of it. Man, got to my, I think I was checking out or got to my car. And I realized that, wait a minute, this ain't Vader. It's just like you said. I said, this is from the damn first trilogy. I can't even think of the dude's name. Han Solo's son, whatever. I said, what? I said, this is terrible. And I talked to my friend. He said, that's why it was so cheap, because it was from this first Disney trilogy. So I hate that it wasn't from the original trilogy, but guess what? It was already bought. And guess what? I said, you know what? Well, the good thing is it was at a very big discount. Val says, Nick Rakita is one of the coolest, nicest guys on YouTube. And this is why keeping it real and not sucking up to anybody. Right. I like that. I don't know nothing about him. That's crazy, though. He said, I think that Jesse Lee Peterson just recently interviewed Nick Rakita, but I don't think they released it yet. Never heard of this guy, except for somebody said he found me. Tree Goblin says, the Jack Show just pump and dump the guests. That's fine by me. They can do whatever they want. I understand. They made that, like I said, that's the way of that show. That's fine. I only even honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I go over there to check out, to just laugh and see what's happening every now and then. But I don't even really think about getting on the show until somebody mentions it over here. Then they say, "Hey, why don't you go back over there?" Or whatever. I'm like, "Hey, if they ask me, I will." But like I said, I never sit over here saying, "Man, I got to get back on the Jack Show." No, I don't think that. Chokeout isn't weirded out. Chokeout loves you. Oh, believe me, I love Chokeout. I'm just saying, when I check back over there sometimes, I just hear some of the responses, and I just say this. I know I've heard Chokeout say a couple times things. Well, I was like, damn, I can't believe Chokeout is a little weirded out. If anything, I thought he'd be laughing about it. And like I said, I know he loved me. That's my boy. But what I'm saying is, put it like this: when they said something to him about even me mentioning him about the competition, hey, I'm not weird. I'm not this. Either way, I'm not finna go into it. Either way, I just say I thought Chokeout was a little bit more edgier. I just say that. Brittany probably would. Tree Goblin said, "Come over here." I guess I would love for Brittany to come. Chris says, "Love pizza." Oh, I'm a lover of pizza. I'm a connoisseur. That's why we going to Italy one day. Me and one of these girls going to Italy. Jay asked every girl in and around YouTube, and none wanted to enter. I said it's science-based. You funny, Tree Goblin. Chris Stanley says New Haven style. I guess he's talking about pizza. Jay, what's the most hated sports team? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I do. I think for me, the most hated sports team, and all due respect to any of their fans out there, is Green Bay. Even though basketball is not my number one sport, I think that I have more hate for the Green Bay Packers as a Chicago Bear fan than any other damn team on the face of this damn planet. Val says, I live in Italy. Val said, there was a time when I literally did eat a pizza every day, and now I can't eat non-Italian pizzas no more. I bet. Val says, steak, yay! Chris says love New York sirloin. You know what, Chris? People always naming a piece of steak they like to eat, and I don't be knowing. Hey, look, I always say just a steak, whatever piece of it is here. Tree Goblin says, pineapple and tuna pizza. Oh no, boy, you better be joking, Tree Goblin. Okay, Val says Rogue One was okay. It has issues as well. The only thing I really had a problem with Rogue One is some of those corny parts. Just I'm with the Force and the Force is with me. I'm with the Force and the Force is with me. I'm with the Force and the Force is with me. It was just some of those little, it was little corny parts in there that I didn't like. But what I loved about that movie was, man, it fit right into episode 4. The old series. And I can't think of any other movie that fits that well into the storyline, because for me, they messed the prequels up in several spaces. They messed those up. Rogue One, I'm just going to be transparent with you guys. I thought I was going to hate that movie going in, and it's one of my favorite movies now. 2 weeks, I tried to look at the movie every day. I probably looked at it 10 times out of 14 days. And I cried about 7 of those times. Not boo-hoo, but I'm talking about, it was something about the interaction between my girl, the main character. I'm terrible with names, guys, sometimes. But either way, the main character and her father, when she was listening to his message to her, I promise you, that damn message damn near had me crying every time. And also, she has a time when she goes before the council and tries to get them to go steal the Death Star plans. And when she was appealing to them, that pulled in my heart. And then Caspian, that's the guy's name. I can't think of what's my girl's name, which I love her. But Caspian, he also has a bit of a tear-jerking moment when he gives his speech about saying, hey, man, look, we did a lot of crazy shit for the rebels before. But you know what? We finna take a chance and go with you. It was so many key moments in that damn Rogue One where I was like, damn. And even at the end, when you think it's gonna be a good ending, man, they both died to get the Death Star plans. Man, that shit moved me, man. I can't lie. Hell, it's moving me now a little bit. Every time I go back and look at it, I'd be like, man, this shit here was deep. Even if I didn't like some of the things around the edge. Or even, man, when she finally made it to her father, man, and he got burned right before she got there. Man, that movie was deep. I ain't even lie. I love it. Had its problems. It had its little problems around the edges. But man, it was way better than this last trilogy, and it was better than the prequels. I say that. Let me go back. Power Brian, what up, Power Brian? He said, how you and the girls doing? We doing great, Power Brian. He said, I just buy what's there. Chris said, I just talk about the steaks. Me too, Chris. He said, the trick is to season, bake it low and slow, then sear it on the grill to seal in the flavor juice. Now, that's something I ain't never did. I normally just bake it, Chris. I ain't never really seared it like they do on TV. I'm going to try that. But you know what? I ain't going to lie. You're going to be mad at me. I'm not I'm not a medium rare type guy. I'm more medium well or well done type guy. So if you love steak, you hate me. Val says, yeah, the dialogues were stupid. Some of the acting was bad. And that Cassian guy, he fell down a shaft and suddenly came back to save the day. Right. But you know what? It wasn't clear that he should have been dead, though. I say that. Because when they had him fall, it wasn't too far, you know what I'm saying, where they actually showed his body. Because you can almost imagine, because I think he like hit something before he fell down. You can imagine something sort of broke his fall. I just say this, just to come with you a little bit, Val. I say this. I've seen worse in the movies where these dudes get shot with a damn double barrel shotgun in the stomach, and I still having a dialogue an hour later. Now, it wasn't that bad. But I agree with you, Val. It is a scenario where his spine should have been broken. I'm not going to disagree with you. But I love the way they ended it when they, finally got killed by the explosion, man. That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Honestly, I thought they added to it when he opened his eyes before they died. Like I said, I don't know, man. I like Rogue One. Like I said, I actually put it in the Pantheon. I said, you know what? That's the one movie they actually, I'm going to go ahead and leave it with the original 4 as far as, like I said, you know what? It really fits directly with the first one, because if you look at Rogue One and then go look at episode 4, it's going to make that whole scene when Luke and them are talking about attacking the Death Star, it's going to make you see it in a whole different light, because you're going to be thinking like, damn, I just saw them sacrifice their lives for these Death Star plans. And that's what really made me mad about the new trilogy of Star Wars, is because they didn't tell the story that happened right after the Return of the Jedi to make it all go together. They had 20 movies they could have made before what we just saw. And then they didn't even tell that right. They didn't even tell that movie because Han has several children. He has a son, a daughter, and he has twins. If you look at that movie, you'll think he just has a son. So they just messed that whole storyline up. Val says, I agree with you here as well. Aside from the original trilogy, it's the only one that deserves to be included with them as well. I'm glad you agree with me, because I say this. I'm not trying to say that you don't have a few gripes about Rogue One. I do too. I have a few gripes about it. But over the whole landscape, it's the only one that matches. Oh, yeah. That Vader scene at the end was unreal on Rogue One. Oh, it's okay. Okay, guys, listen. I'm not gonna stay here all day. I tell you what, this is what I'm gonna do. I have a little something to show you, a little bit of a treat. We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna take a break. Hopefully, a lot of you guys can come back and for this new stream, because it's gonna be crazy talking about that. But I have to show you something before I get out of here this time. So if you can give me 5 seconds, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. And let's check out something before I get out of here. Let's see. Val said, "Is it going to be Ventus' head on the stick?" No, 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 no. It's not. It's going to be fun, honestly, man. I'm gonna take you guys on a trip with me. When you see the title of the show, you're probably going to laugh. But I say this: if you're just tuning in, man, this whole show is about pyramids underwater, pyramids all around the world are underneath oceans. You have pyramids all around the world that are underneath oceans. We took a deep dive earlier, had a nice little discussion about man, what that really means for the history of man and the history that we've been told over the years growing up. And we just took a deep dive in all the different possibilities. We don't have to go over all of them right now. But if you're just tuning in and you want to check out that what we talked about, please go back and check this stream out from the beginning. And you'll go on a trip through all the pyramids and see what we were talking about and how I was interacting with the chat, because the chat was very interactive and had a lot of great things to say. But it's not a whole bunch going on tonight. But what is going on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is boxing and UFC. UFC has a fight between a guy named Rosenstrike and another guy named Volkov. It's a heavyweight fight. I think it's coming on ESPN. It ought to be an all right fight to watch if you're not doing anything. But what's really going on tonight is this guy named George Kambosos Jr. versus this guy named Devin Haney. Devin Haney 27-0. Kambosos, I think, is like 20-0. So that should be a damn good fight. I'm only really bringing it up because I was just going down my Twitter feed. Oh, and I still never talked to you guys about what happened with me, but I was going down my Twitter feed, and I'll show you that too. And I saw something that was pretty cool. I know you guys probably know who Blac Chyna is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know very little about her. All I really know is that she's been in some type of court battle with the Kardashians over defamation or something, and she ended up losing. But I was going through my Twitter feed because yesterday I made a comment on an NBA player's, I think it was an NBA player's, a guy named Miles Turner. I made a comment on his Twitter post the other day, and it went baby viral. Not really viral, but it's a lot of people commenting on it. And so I was going through that, tripping and laughing, and I ended up running across Blac Chyna is getting ready to have a celebrity boxing match. And I'm like, what the hell? And I stopped because, like I told you guys, I'm in a dog game. And I love my girls, Callie and Saima with me and all the rest of the girls, but I still love a fine human woman too. And so I seen her looking all thick in the ring, and I clicked on it. But Lord, when I saw who she was fighting, I said, oh, no. I got to show my friends. I got to show my people this. Whoa. So what I'm going to do now is go over here and I'm going to share my Twitter. Oh, my God. And this thing that I tweeted about is, I see it's still going crazy. So I'm going to share it with you guys right quick. Y'all going to laugh about this, man. It's still going crazy. So, and we're going to get out of here because I want to make time for this other stream. It's funny though, guys. Let's see. Did it show up? I was going to check and see if it showed up. Let's see if it showed up. Okay, we here. All right, now we're on my Twitter. And you see I got 20 plus notifications because yesterday I tweeted. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's this guy named Miles Turner. He plays in the NBA for the Indiana Pacers. And I remember hearing him being some big fan of Legos, right? He's a big fan of Legos. And he ended up posting something I commented on. And people, I guess, just went crazy, man. I'm finna show it. Y'all know how it does. It takes a while for it to want to load up. It takes a while, guys. Give me a second. The wrong page. There it is. So, let me find it. I don't see it right here. Got to go back up to the top. Okay, it's going to probably be tweets and replies. This is where it's going to be. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things. I'm going to first show you what happened yesterday so y'all can laugh about that. Okay. Now look, everybody started commenting on me because I shared my picture, of course, with my girl. But this was funny. Look, the guy named Miles Turner, he likes to I forgot they don't like to let it get bigger. I forgot. I probably should have left it small because it don't never really show y'all a better pic. I always try to make it get bigger, but it never really gets bigger any damn way. Hold on. Taking forever. Taking forever. Taking forever. Wait, man. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna close that down. I ain't gonna even let it open. Now I want to open. Get out of here. I want to see if y'all can see. I got to come back and check with y'all now. Okay, y'all can see it though. Y'all can see it. So here, this is the guy named Miles Turner. He gets a version of him with dreadlocks, dressed up like Vader, right? Uh-oh. I hope I ain't popping out. Am I still here with you guys? Okay. It told me it was timing out. I hope I'm still here. But either way, this is basically a Lego. All of this is a Lego. And so, man, what is it doing? I'm gonna have to get out of that. I don't know what's wrong with it. I hope I'm gonna stop. That's acting crazy right now. Slow. Now let me try that one more time. Man, that was crazy. Come on now. Don't be doing that. It ought to act right this time. This time I'm just not gonna try to make it any bigger. I'm gonna leave it the same size it is. It don't want to get no bigger. We ain't gonna force it. Because I gotta let you guys go get ready for this other stream. Close it, man. I don't want to see you no more. I tried to have you big and you didn't want to be big. So we're gonna let you down. Okay. So this is Miles Turner. This is the Lego piece. This is what I tweeted. I tweeted to him. I said, oh my God. Come on, y'all. Don't do this. What? It popped off. It popped off what I was on. Having a little trouble here. There you go. Come on now. Let's do right. Let's do right now. Give me a second, guys. It's gonna work. It's just like anything else. Sometimes it take a little time. Okay. So, like I've been trying to say, he posted his picture with that big Lego, right? And what I told him was, they ain't gonna even show what I said. Oh my God. I basically told him, I said, hey man, I said, I'm sorry, guys. It's going everywhere. I cannot get it to do what I want it to do. Maybe it'll show my reply right here. But I basically told him, I said, man, it looks like you ready for the dog game. I said, you might need to come on over here, to my side or whatever. And man, they were going crazy. People been tweeting me all day ever since that. They've been tweeting me all day, man. Ever since I said that to him. Man, I'm sorry, guys. This thing is really just taking me all over the place. It's taking me all over the place. Normally don't do all this. It's just really just messing up. I guess I just leave it like it is then, because I tried my best to pull it up and it just wouldn't. Hold on. Because it never showed so I just show y'all what else I want to show you. What else I wanted to show you was I mentioned that boxing match, right? And I mentioned Blac Chyna. So I have something that I hope they'll show that. I hope they'll show you guys that. Is this little video I saw of the girl that's gonna fight Black working out, and boy, I said she better watch out, man, because it's gonna be some nice brawling up in this little fight. Here it is. So look, first, guys, look at Blac Chyna. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. That's what made me click on it at first, because I said, ooh, wee. I ain't a big fan of hers. I don't really know much about her. But Lord have mercy, she looking thick as I don't know what. She look like Saima, don't she, girl? She like Saima with them legs right there. I said, ooh. So I decided to click on it, right? And let me check back to make sure y'all still looking at what I'm looking at. Okay, y'all looking at what I'm looking at. Perfect. And I'm gonna come back to the comments after this. So I said, let me see what's going on here. And they show a little video, man. I'm sorry I didn't have all this put up, because once again, I was working on basically on 2 shows at once, trying to get them prepared, and I didn't have everything set up like I wanted to. So sorry about that. But now let me switch over. I might have to switch over. Let me switch over. Hold on. I know. Look, y'all, I already know y'all, and it's probably a wreck. I'm switching back from sharing, trying to find links and all type of stuff. And a lot of it's due to because I'm a rookie. And I'm glad I need to hide this anyway. A lot of this is due. Thank you for that contribution, Chris. A lot of this is because I'm a rookie. And I'm still learning my way around just all the software and stuff. But this particular page, I was having trouble getting the load up. So I had to close out of it. I found it's got to change that screen without coming out of the chair like that, though. But look, guys, this is what I saw. This is what I saw. Now this the girl is fighting Blac Chyna. I said, this is gonna be right here. That's Blac Chyna. Look at that a video of that's her name, Alicia Megan. Fight Blac Chyna. This is Alicia Megan, y'all, right here. Lord have mercy. That's who's gonna fight Blac Chyna. Like I told you, I'm in the dog game, but I got to give a human woman her credit. Lord have mercy, that woman thick. Oh, I said, man, these finna be too. I hope I'm somewhere around when this fight happens. When I say how thick that, I said, Lord, now, y'all, hey, we should check this out. I'm myself, so y'all can check that out. I gotta mute it first. Hold on. But when y'all see this old thick woman get to slanging these hands, man, look here. Oh, y'all don't even. Okay, I'm sure I probably lost a couple of y'all, but man, I told y'all I hate to do it, but sometimes when I try to share, it kicks me out. I have no idea what be happening, man. Y'all might still see me, but I don't be in here anymore. So let me try it one more time because I want to show this video, man. If I done did all this work, I'm definitely not finna give up now. But say, you know what? When I try to share, it always kicks me once before. So now let's see if it's going. Nah, I still don't think y'all seen it. I still don't think y'all seen it. Come on. Show what I'm trying to show them. It's not that hard. I know I see it look like I'm losing a few people here. There you go. I mean, it's just not coming over here. Man. Try it again. All right, guys. It might work this time. Fine.
Block, block. Block. Block.
Okay, I'm done. I don't know how much of that y'all saw, but it's messing up so bad. I had to just let it go. Let me see what all happened, because that was a train wreck right there. I'm gonna be honest. That was a completely train wreck. I'm finna see what's been happening. Man, that was terrible. I hate that happened like that. Venti had a huge belt on air on live yesterday. She surely did. He said, this Venti girl, she be belching and farting. It's disgusting, boy. Unfortunately, she knows it. That's just her thing. She had this one long and silent one that sounded at the end a little bit wet. I could almost smell it just by how it sounded. I don't know why she gets off on doing it. It's just her, though. Eyebrow says, what about Golden Bikini, Princess Leia doll? Oh, man, no. You know what? I'm not a big fan. Somebody said it the other day. I love the whole Star Wars world, but Leia isn't super fine to me. I'm going to be honest with you. Thanos look better than the original Princess Leia. I mean, as far as just looks. Val says, this female UFC. No, this is just two celebrity girls that just finna box each other in a celebrity boxing match. That's the service I use, Val. He said, it looked like the problem. He said, I don't think you have enough bandwidth. You play stuff while trying to stream. Man, I got enough, believe me. I don't know why it's acting up. It kicked Carol off, but she's back. Val said it won't work. He said, we see your mouth move, but we can't hear you. We can't hear a word. It messed up, man. It messed up. I'm going to have to leave it alone. At least on this one I am. So we're going to stop that one. But either way, I'm going to end that one. But yeah, man, that girl, that's going to be a fight for the ages right there. One that I can't wait to check out myself. Two fine women throwing down. So I don't even know when is that going to happen, man. And I hate that I couldn't show y'all the video the right way I wanted to show y'all. But like I say, without the bandwidth I got, it shouldn't be a problem over here. But when it's going to happen? Hold on, guys. I want to see. Oh, it's going to be on June 11th. So June 11th, we can all be looking forward to a nice little treat. So either way, I tell you what, I didn't really even show y'all guys the other thing I showed you on my Twitter. I showed y'all guys the guy with the Darth Vader Lego, but I didn't get a chance to show y'all any of the replies. But I just basically told him, I said, man, since you got this big Darth Vader Lego, hell, you a step away from a companion doll. You might as well come on to this side. And everybody been up in a roar ever since I said that on my Twitter. But it ain't no major viral. It's just a little viral. But, BJ. Oh, no, I'm not a fan of farting. That's for damn sure. Karen said, are you going to stream the fight on June 11th? I'm going to be looking at it. I won't be playing it on my stream, but I'll be looking at it. But no, I'm not a fan of that farting and burping, my friend, at all. But I am a fan of Brittany Venti. She's an interested individual. And speaking of Venti, she's going to be the subject of my next stream that'll be coming up very shortly. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties that just happening. I don't know what the hell is going on with all the information, with all the power of my internet. I should be able to stream something from NASA. The way I got it upgraded, but whatever went wrong, I'm sure it won't last. It'll be okay. But with all that said, I'm finna get ready to. Eyebrow said it smells bad. Well, honestly, she did lose the first vagina scent competition based off of actually that farting and burping information that I got. But I want to thank you guys once again for hanging with me all day, talking about pyramids, deep diving into the mysteries of the world. I tried to get into this little bit of fight game and showed you two beautiful women that's going to fight. Hopefully you at least got a glimpse of them. Then we just went back and forth, just talking about all types of stuff, talking about the Jag Show, talking about Star Wars and things of that nature. So what I'm going to do now is take a small break, maybe for an hour or two. And guess what? Hopefully, if some of you aren't doing anything, you'll be ready for this next stream, because this one is going to take a deep dive into my friend, Brittany Venti. It should be fun, man. So with all that said, I check up with you guys in just a second. Love you, appreciate you. Hit the subscription, hit the like. And guess what? Keep checking back in and being the great supporters that you are. I love you all and appreciate you all. For some of you, I'll be checking back in very shortly. But as of right now, me, J. King Hefner, the beautiful Caddy Son, and the beautiful Saima Renee Uzumaki, we are out.